Time now for the morning rush. More than 150 people are dead and more than 80 others injured. This comes after a stampede during Halloween festivities in Seoul, South Korea. Now, tens of thousands of young people, they crammed into a narrow party district of Seoul on Saturday. Witnesses say that the area was so packed that first responders could not reach those in need.
One New Mexican now living in Seoul says the city feels eerily quiet. This after that massive stampede killed over 100 people. Kiana Gerhardt actually had plans to go to that Halloween celebration on Saturday, but when the time came, she didn't feel like going, and the decision, she says, may have saved her life. Gerhardt is originally from Edgewood, New Mexico.
Meanwhile, in India, authorities are still searching for missing people after a century-old pedestrian bridge there collapsed, killing at least 132 people. The colonial-era suspension bridge had reopened 4 days earlier after repairs. Officials said that the bridge gave way because it was overloaded with tourists. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Temperatures are starting in the low 40s, so layer up. It's a chilly start, but it will be a mild afternoon. If the kids are wearing their Halloween costumes to school today, you'll just maybe want some layers underneath or over for the morning, but no need for those this afternoon.
And the state is asking voters to approve the biggest bond for libraries in state history. If voters say yes to GO Bond 2, it would have higher education libraries, public school libraries, and public libraries $6 million each. $1 million would go to tribal libraries. Election day is November 8th.
This morning, Albuquerque police are continuing their investigation into a deadly shooting. That shooting happened around 3:30 yesterday morning on the 700 block of Coors near Fortuna. Details are still limited at this point, but officers say that one person died at the scene.
2 people in Santa Fe are waking up behind bars this morning in relation to the murder of a 21-year-old. 19-year-old Kiara McCulley and 25-year-old Isaac Apodaca are facing first-degree murder charges. Santa Fe police found Jennings dead just before 2 Saturday morning on Jaguar Drive near South Meadows Road.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is going to be a cold start to the day. Otherwise, no issues across the state.
The Mississippi River's water level is at a record low, which could lead to billions of dollars in economic loss. Months of low rainfall is stalling shipping and making it all but impossible to get produce out to sea, which means consumers could be paying even more for groceries.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is now publicly addressing the attack on her husband, saying that her family is heartbroken and traumatized. Paul Pelosi is at the hospital recovering from his injuries. Suspect 42-year-old David DePape allegedly struck Pelosi with a hammer before being tackled by police. Authorities say that DePape was looking for Nancy Pelosi, who was in Washington at the time.
International leaders calling out Russia's decision to pull out of the UN brokered deal to allow grain shipments out of Odessa, Ukraine. The Kremlin accused Ukraine of launching a drone attack against Russian ships in the Black Sea, which Ukrainian forces have denied. The move could worsen the global food crisis and drive up grain market prices.
And here's a look at the traffic maps. Those are clear, no accidents or slowdowns. Trekkers going south on I-25 near the Big I. Everything's moving at speed.
St. Luke's Episcopal Church held its 38th annual country fair on Saturday morning. That was in Doña Ana County. The main event was the Dachshund Stampede. Attendees watched a race between the furry competitors at La Union, New Mexico. That's where locals could attend with an entry fee of canned goods that will then go to a local food bank.
Time now for the 5 facts.
And at number 5 this morning, there is a new and unique way to celebrate the history of New Mexico. That's with a picnic at a cemetery. The historic Fairview Cemetery is going to be hosting people for a picnic at their site. They say that during the Victorian era, the people would often have picnics while visiting their loved ones at cemeteries. An event there yesterday taught New Mexico history. That's through a scavenger hunt and was meant to encourage people to volunteer to help with the upkeep of the cemetery.
At number 4, one man in Albuquerque is using his love for the holidays to help collect items for people in need. Around 9 years ago, Jared Trujillo started a new tradition, creating this setup in his yard for the community and then adding in a haunted house. The experience is free of charge, well, mostly. All Trujillo asks is that guests bring in non-perishable food items. The donations continue as the decor switches from spooky to merry for Christmas.
And at number 3, it's going to be a nice Halloween out there. Temperatures will be back into the 50s and 60s all across the state. A very seasonal afternoon. You shouldn't need too many layers today.
At number 2, one New Mexican now living in Seoul says the city feels eerily quiet. This after a massive stampede killed over 100 people. Kiana Gerhardt actually had plans to go to the Halloween celebration on Saturday, but when the time came, she didn't feel like going. That decision, she says, may have saved her life. Gerhardt is originally from Edgewood, New Mexico. A friend of hers did go and watched the scene unfold before he got away safely. Now, many citizens and officials are saying event organizers need to find ways to manage crowds better to prevent something like this from happening ever again.
And at number 1, Election Day is inching ever closer. We are about a week and a day out. And on the ballot, the state is asking voters to approve its biggest bond for libraries here in state history. Now, if voters say yes, GO Bond 2 would give higher educational libraries, public school libraries, and public libraries $6 million each. $1 million of that would go to tribal libraries as well. Well, the libraries would be able to use the money for anything from books to computers to electronic research equipment like databases. Well, because it's a GO bond, if it passes, taxes will not go up.
And here's one last check on our 7-day 64 today with sunshine, a beautiful Halloween. Tonight we'll be back to 39 and staying in the mid-60s through midweek. Our next storm arrives Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, bringing strong winds, chances for rain and snow across the state, and some cooler temperatures by Friday. But we should clear that system out for the weekend.